Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the latest news out of the Central African Republic, and it has been chaotic for a long time, but it has been extra chaotic over there the last couple of days. President Touadera, while he is still the president of the United States, his prime minister, as well as his entire cabinet, have resigned, and Henri Marie Dondra will be the new prime minister of the Central African Republic. And this is a chaotic move, not to necessarily appoint him as prime minister, but for his entire cabinet to resign, as well as his previous prime minister, and he's got to appoint a whole new cabinet. All he's done so far is appointed a new prime minister. Now, granted, the entire cabinet and the prime minister resigned just 2 days ago. Now, France has suspended all military training with the military of the Central African Republic. They're not going to train them. Now, Russia is still going to train them to fight the rebels in the Central African Republic. And the reason that France is going to stop training them is because the Central African Republic has allowed Russia to get on the internet and say a lot of lies about the French military and say a lot of lies about the French government and the French defense minister. Well, that has made the general population of the Central African Republic more scared of the French army than they've already been. Keep in mind that the Central African Republic used to be a colony of France, so there's already deep mistrust of the French in general. But then Russia has now tried to propagate this more and make the general population more scared and scared to share, make the general population scared to share information about the rebels with the French military. And France right now is not the same France that colonized the Central African Republic years ago. And France is trying to help them at the expense of the taxpayers of France, by the way. France's military mission in the Central African Republic cost over $12 million US annually to maintain. Now, France is not going to leave the Central African Republic. They're going to still have an embassy there, and their military is going to stay there to help keep the peace at the request of the United Nations. That is not going to change. So, but they're not going to train the Central African Republic military anymore, basically due to lies propagated by Russia and the Russian government. That was not telling the truth about the French soldiers. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.